All right, folks, today we're going to be looking at a 2021 Lincoln Corsair. And I didn't even know this vehicle existed. And so I was walking by this and I thought, this is a very, very good looking vehicle. And it looks like it should be pretty competitive. It goes against things like the Lexus NX, the GLC, BMW X3. So we're going to take a look at this. And one of the scary things about this is that it does have competitive numbers as far as the engine's concerned. So it has a 2-liter turbocharged engine. No surprise, but it puts out 250 horsepower. It also has 280 pound-feet of torque. So that is a good amount of power to pull out of a 2-liter. I just hope Ford didn't make it like a time bomb after 80,000 miles. So this does have an 8-speed automatic transmission, and I love that. And I don't feel like this vehicle has a bad angle on it. It looks a bit more traditional, like a Lincoln. I don't know why they have the black grille in there. It offers a break from the more traditional look, but I don't know that I like it. You know, these lights, I think they're turn signal indicators in the front of the bumper. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that. I like the wheels. You know, they're a little bit darker. This thing's riding on 19s. They don't look bad. Corsair is like an old name, I think from the 50s. So it looks like they mixed a little bit too much between this tan color, this chrome color, and this black. It's a little bit too much in there, and the wheels are kind of doing the same thing. I think taking the black inlays out would have done a little bit more for this vehicle. I'm not mad at the Corsair that runs, you know, across the body here. This mirror cap is kind of out of place, but I like this indicator here. It makes it stand out a little bit more. I'll say that at night. This probably looks super dope. I like that these are body colored. I think being chrome would be a little bit too much. I love the fact that you have this number indicator in the door. So that's cool. I don't think this vehicle has a bad angle, if I'm being honest. It looks very good. It looks like a lot of other vehicles, but it sits low, it sits wide. I am getting like little Range Rover vibes out of this thing, so that's pretty cool. You have dual exhaust coming out the back. I love the light work in the back. I love the spoiler. I love this high stop light here. You do have like a panoramic roof at the top. You got your shark fin. So it's checking all the boxes exterior wise. Look, we'll take a look here and pop that rear hatch. So it is automatic, and it kind of opens like a Mercedes. You have lighting back here. That's super dope. You have this charge port here. You have the cover here that automatically sits. You don't have to fool with it. And you have an automatic button to let these seats down. That is a luxurious touch you do not see in a lot of small SUVs. So way to go, Lincoln, on that. That gives you a ton of interior room here. I mean, not that you're going to be loading pallets of sod and stuff, but you have a donut down here instead of a fix-a-flat kit. Well done. I'm impressed to this point, and you even have keyless entry on the back door as well. I love that. These seats come up easily. I love this perforated leather here. Before I hop in the interior though, let's check out the door. So it does feel solid. I like how these covers over here make the pillaring look thicker. You know, the glass is not as thick as a Mercedes, but it feels very solid. This is soft touch here. Sorry, this is soft touch. I like the stitching in here. You know, the door looks good. I mean, it looks luxurious. Well, this is just a piano black inlay here. Thought it might have been faux wood. This is a black inlay, but it's textured with some small piping, striping through here. I like the chrome in the door handle. You have your tweeter here, your mid-range there. Stepping in, you know, it's easy to get in and out of. This is a hardback net mat pocket. This is a luxury touch, but you do have heated seats back here. That's incredibly dope. I love the chrome trim around these. These feel very luxurious. You have rubber here, and when you move them, they feel very smooth. So Lincoln put a little bit of thought into this vehicle. You have USB-A, USB-C here, USB-A here. You know, and this is 2021. So again, that's very nice. These doors feel more substantial. They hold here, they hold there. You know, you can tell they put some money into these parts. It's not just like a rebadged Ford. The seats feel very comfortable. They feel plush. They're not really bolstered at all, but again, I like the perforation. I love the segmentation here. This is luxury. Like, the back of the headrest feels comfortable. It's not quite a pillow like an S-Class, but it's definitely comfortable. And with this panoramic roof, when this is open, I mean, there's a ton of lighting coming through here. Rear visibility is actually better than some other smaller vehicles. So, I mean, I'll say this right now. I would 100% pick this up over an Audi Q3. The Q3 is a throwaway vehicle for Audi, and it's just not worth it. Like a GLC or an NX, it's just personal preference as far as, you know, what you want. They may feel a little bit more refined. Mercedes typically has a 9-speed transmission, but, you know, the Ford is not going to be as complicated with the engineering. The front looks very good, looks very classy and modern. We'll go ahead and get out of here. Man, I can almost take a nap in this vehicle. As far as the glass is concerned, it lets in a lot of natural light, and that looks really, I look upon that favorably, and I think most people do. I do love the classical use of chrome in this vehicle. Lincoln's not betraying its roots, its heritage. It looks modern, classy, and I would say Lincoln and Cadillac look stately to me as well. This chrome, I like this. They got, you know, this is inspired by Mercedes, but they execute it well. You have memory seating here. This is a luxury touch. On a Mercedes, you might have the headrest you can adjust from here. Stepping in, you have the kick plate here. I love that it looks like there's cushioning inlaid into the seat. That is a luxury touch. Stepping in, it does feel pillowy, and it feels like you're nestled in here. This is a bit concave. You know, the seats do kind of hug you a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but the interior feels very luxurious. Again, I love the stitching in the door. The doors close solidly. You don't hear a hollow ring to them. You know, the buttonry here, this is easy to open and close your hatch. So I'll open it that way. And then you have your headlight controls here, your dimming and brightening of the fully electronic display in here. That is super dope. Your headlight stock is nice. Your Bluetooth button here is nice. This is a nice contrasty screen. It could be a widescreen. I'm not mad at it. I like the stop-start button being right here and not around the corner like these turn signal stocks are. I don't know why you have paddles in a Lincoln SUV, but that's okay. These buttons probably illuminate and they're capacitive. Not the biggest fan of that, but this is well cushioned, and this steering wheel is thick, so it's comfortable. It doesn't feel super small to where like you gotta pinch it. I love the drive controls here. It's very simple, very straightforward. Some of this, you know, Lincoln, Cadillac kind of do where you can't tell what the buttons are until they light up. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with this knob here. Like, we had knobs in the 90s and the 2000s, so that's cool. Drive mode selectors here. You have an automatic parking brake with, you know, a metallic trim here, and it's a substantial one, and it's very nice. You have charge ports in here you can't really see, but USB-A, USB-C, and then you have your traditional cigarette lighter, and this closes too. Cup holders are a great design. I don't need a cover for those. These are in a great place. I really like the layout of these vents. Again, this feels super premium with the rubber here and the chrome here and just the ease of use. Like, I really like this SUV. I don't know if I would pick it over a GLC. I might take this over a Lexus just because it definitely looks more stately. So I'm not going to say it looks more classy, but it looks more like, you know, a room with like wooden inlay on the walls and just like a law room or something like that, versus a modern metal and glass kind of feel. You know, you have your LED lighting here, you have your sunglass holder here, your mics here. I love that the lighting, I love that the lighting is in the mirror. I know a lot of Europeans do the light up here. I'm not a fan of that as much. This interior looks really, really good. I don't have to go over everything, but Like the armrest feels really good. You don't have any charge ports that I can see, but you do have a light in there. So that's okay. I don't need 50 charge ports. Like a lot of vehicles will do that, and it's just like, man, is nobody charging their devices at home? So I love that this is a metallic, and this feels luxurious right here. Obviously, this is off to save battery, and I like this wooden inlay in here. This is leather. It doesn't feel like super thick, but it feels nice. This is probably a subwoofer in here, and that hatch is quiet when it closes, so I really like that. And this grill looks good, man. You're not mistaking this for anything other than a Lincoln, but that's not a bad thing. And you have your 2-liter turbocharged engine. So they don't try to put like a thick A engine cover over this. I mean, it's not pretty, but no modern engine is, because they're not simple anymore. So you have your battery here, air box here, coolant there. And really, that's all you're going to be doing. So kudos to Lincoln on this. This hood feels light, like it's made of aluminum. I always like to note that. That's not a bad thing. It's not like they're cheaping out, but yeah, just overall well done by Lincoln.